We are working our way through Panchea. We've got a massive catwalk to cross, and it's full of crazies. Let's see how well this is going to go. We could run down the side. Oh, I didn't mean to leave that on. We can actually walk down the side there, I think. Oh, I thought it was going to be zigzagged. We have to make it to the other side. Here we go, we've got this. I'm going to wait till my battery's fully recharged. Just as it means I've got 2 batteries to use if I need it. I don't want to dip into that first one.
I don't want it. You gotta get it together, man. Come on, get it.
Oh, we made it. 4 with the fanny's hair left on that battery. Awesome. Right, what is this? Once the elevator ride begins, there's no turning back. I'm ready. Like, what is the purpose of this massive architectural marvel? It can't just simply be a lab, can it? Oh no, I think they said they had like computers beneath the surface of the sea. I don't know if this was for cooling or not. 500 meters drop. Damn. Let's save it there. I don't fancy waiting that again if we die. I don't fancy going down that lift ride again. It's giving us a... Oh, I need that. Robust. We need that instead of what? 2,000 ammo for the laser rifle. Damn. We've got like millions of gas grenades. No need. Perfect. Any more? Plasma rifle, don't need it. Come on then.
What the hell?
Water pressure nominal at 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3.
Hideous.
Operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Hiron project, Mr. Jenson. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master-slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline.
Foolish woman.
Control of the gene.
I can't control Hiron.
Increasing glutamate levels by 32%.
Your lust for power has failed you.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal.
Security alert.
Through the primary drone hatch.
Oh, shit.
Run! Why are you running?
Alpha Pod security in place.
Give me this.
To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods. Warning. Pod 2 safety purge in warning.
I must be the one to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
No idea what I'm doing, I'm just pressing buttons. Beast this, beast.
Stay away! Stay away! Bad man is here. Why does he want to kill us? Kill him.
You have to have been better served keeping your head down, Jenson.
Access granted. Warning. Manual override of tertiary pods initiated. Total system purge in effect. Shutting down tertiary stations. Warning.
Oh,
Electrical
shit.
Charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Where did you get that code? From that fool Darrow. This will not stop me, Jenson. It's happening. Hiron is compromised. No, wait. It's initiating emergency protocols.
What on earth is happening?
You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jenson. Despite your special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time. Initiate dissipation protocol.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
Halfway to discharge sequence, right.
Damn you, Darrow. He betrayed them.
Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
EMP to bits.
You cannot reach me, Jenson. There are too many contingencies built into the system.
I'm protected from electricity, it doesn't make no difference to me.
And I have
Oh, hello, what's this?
It's happening again. Show yourself.
Access granted. Warning. Primary pod station damaged.
No! I will not lose this.
I don't know what doors I've opened.
I have worked too long to stop now. You want the glory? Is that it? Never! It is all mine! I have given everything for this!
Warning. augmentation. Failure imminent. Warning. Electrical charge approaching critical levels. Discharge imminent. Clear the area.
Something happened there, I don't know what.
Access granted.
Is she open? Bro. Gotta stun her in the face. What you get, homie.
I can't take
Yeah, she was a vile witch. She got everything that was coming to her.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the humanity front, like Sarah suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind?
I do.
Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
Right, I've got no idea which button does what. Tell you what, can we? Oh, we can. Make a hard save here. I want Darrow. Darrow's message. Oh, God, it tells you. Sarah's message? No. Darrow's message. Targets? No. We're gonna. The truth will set you free. We need to tell everybody about the problems with human augmentation. It's not right.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
That's my choice.
So be it then.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. Took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the Call of Duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall? Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity.
Exactly. And that's the thing that's far too dangerous.
Suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
Awesome. What an awesome game. It's still phenomenal in modern times. I think this came out 2011. So it's over a decade old and it's still a phenomenal game. What a banger. Can we skip this? No. Yeah, so thoughts on the game. I thought it was excellent. Just my general problem with games, RPGs, is inventory management. I dislike it greatly. I think it would be also, I kind of wish the batteries would recharge fully. Even if it relied on, I don't know, a way to generate battery power by doing things, you know what I mean? Either by, if you decided to run, your batteries would recharge a little bit more, or if you took down someone, maybe didn't use a full battery charge, maybe half, just to like speed up the stealth gameplay so you can string like combos together. I think that would be cool. I don't know how to implement it, but it's an idea. Just because having to rely on items to recharge your battery, it can often, although it does pose some sort of puzzle solving how you enter a confrontation, sometimes you just want to style on people and do things pretty fast and quickly, and I felt like hindered by that because of the item usage. Also, I hate how you can't switch weapons without going into the menu and then selecting it. It's so slow to do. So really, I just picked the stun gun and I just rolled with that for the entire playthrough, simply because I didn't like going into my menu and switching out for another weapon. But the story was good, gameplay is awesome. I like how it's an open area you can explore, but there's very few side quests, and those side quests are quite interesting, and that allows you to just continue on with the main mission. It's so good. The only negative I would say, which comes onto the back of having limited inventory space, is you do all this exploration, which I do enjoy, but you find items that you're like, well, I did all this exploration, found this awesome item, but I'm not going to use it because I can't carry it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know it's not a shooter and you don't really need to be carrying about all these guns. We never even used that laser rifle. I thought we would have a situation where we would need it. But yeah, I think you would have a lot of fun playing this as a first-person shooter, which I've never done. I've only ever played this as a stealth game, which it kind of is, you know what I mean? But I think it would be fun, although I don't know if you can aim down sights in this. I actually never tried it, to be fair. But so what I think I'm going to do is, straight after this, I'm starting Mankind Divided, because I remember loving that game. And I do think it improves on the systems, although I can't say for certain because it's been so long ago. But I'm excited to play it. Very excited. But that ending that we chose there was phenomenal. It suited my opinions down to a T. And at the end of the day, you gotta remember Adam Jenson. He never asked for this. His augmentations were thrust upon him, although it was a choice of either that or death. I'm not sure. If it was me, although I am against human augmentation, if it would allow me to survive, maybe. Although that wouldn't, as long as that isn't at the cost of losing my bodily automation, you know what I mean? I want to be free. I don't want to be controlled by the augmentations, and that's what my biggest problem was with the whole augmentation thing, is that it provided a backdoor for people to control you, which is what we saw in the game. I wonder if we're going to get, it's not Deus Ex 3, but I mean a third Deus Ex game out of the modern games, because I would say this is the first modern Deus Ex. Human Revolution, then there's Mankind Divided, which is 2, and then I wonder if there's going to be a third one. I would like there to be a third one, although I've never heard anything in the news. It's definitely a series that deserves it, because I remember playing the old games, Deus Ex, the original Deus Ex, and Deus Ex 2, which I can't remember what the name of that was, and I liked them, but I did attempt to play Deus Ex, the very first Deus Ex, a year or two ago, and it was very dated. No doubt it's still an excellent game, but I like to play games with controllers, and that doesn't really have controller support for PC, so I kind of knocked it on the head. But I think these modern Deus Ex games are a perfect entry into the series. I highly recommend anybody play this. It's top tier. One could say phenomenal. I think as well, the game does push you towards the stealth playthrough, because that's where all the experience is. Like when we kill someone, we only got 10 experience. But when you take someone down, I think you get 50. So it's like a 5 times multiplier essentially by taking someone down like a pacifist. As good as that is, I think it's a shame to turn people away from the lethal playthrough, because there's so many fun lethal avenues you could take. Like, what I think is that I would have used mines more often if they weren't lethal and silent. I would love for a silent anti-personnel mine that's non-lethal. I think they should have introduced that for the stealth playstyle, so you could like put mines down on someone's path but not kill them. I think that would have been fun. Yeah, well that's about it. I still think this game's Excellent. I know why they did those decisions, and I don't blame them, because essentially it's always been a stealth game. It's never been a shooter. It would have been good to give people that option though, especially since they've got all these awesome weapons, like the laser rifle, the machine gun. The only time you used the heavy weapons was in boss battles, but then again you just use the Typhoon. Typhoon's amazing. If there was one thing I would change is, oh, we can skip it, lads. I didn't even realize you could press A to, like, press start to skip. I want to see if there's anything at the, oh, there's nothing. Okay, there's no other end cutscene, which, then again, we know there's a second game, so I was wondering if there's going to be a teaser as to what that would ensue. Okay, lads. That is the end of the Deus Ex Human Revolution playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a phenomenal experience. And I'll see you when we do Mankind Divided, which is going to be immediately. See you there, lads.